this information and Dave gets it. And then, Dave, you meet with the client. What do you do then?
Yeah. So, the way I kind of analogize it is wealth transfer, wealth planning is like a journey. And if you're going to go on a journey, you need to know three things. You need to know where you're going to go. You need to know where you are today. And then honestly, the planning is the easiest part. But honestly, so many clients don't actually know where they want to go with their wealth. They don't really have an understanding of where they are today as a family. And so it's like me selling thermal clothing and blankets and all of that for someone who's ultimately going on a trip to Hawaii. It would make no sense, right? It would just be foolish. And we would never start packing for a trip without having an idea of where we're going and what we're going to do when we get there. And so what Denise does is she helps clients think through who are we as a family and who do we want to be, both definitionally and then aspirationally. And then I say, okay, let's figure out how we're going to get there. And so in our estate planning, we do a couple of things. One, 99% of estate plans, and I'll challenge anybody to go look at their estate plan and read it. 99% of estate plans are just incredibly generic. In fact, if you took off the first page of a trust and the last page of the trust, most people could not actually identify their trust. And so we start in our trust by identifying what the core values are of the family. And we say, trustees, beneficiaries, read everything in here in light of these values that we have. We want to remind us of who we are before we start to talk about what we have. And then we look and say, okay, how could we align that purpose with planning?